Okay guys, so here's how we're going to multiply fractions. If I have 1/2 and I'm going to multiply it by 3/4, step 1 says to multiply the numerators. So that would be 1 times 3, and what is 1 times 3? 3. Step 2 is to multiply the denominators. What is 2 times 4? 2 times 4 is 8. And since 3/8 cannot be simplified, it is the final answer, and we will box our answers nice and neat. Okay, let's look at one more. So this will be example 1. Now let's say I'm going to have 2/3 times 5/6. Again, step 1 is to multiply my numerators. 2 times 5 is 10. Step 2, multiply the denominators. 3 times 6 is 18. And now I need to simplify my fraction because this one is not in its simplest form. So we have division hints that you will need to look at in your notebook. It's one of the reference pages. So I teach you to look at division hint rules with 2, 5, and 10 first. So when we look at the division hints for 2, 5, and 10, the hint is that we look at the place value of the last digit, the number in the last digit. So that means that if it ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, an even number, it's divisible by 2. If it ends in a 5, 0, or a 0, that means it's divisible by 5. So think about counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. They all end in a 5 or a 0. And then 10s only end in zeros. So these are the 3 easiest division hints that we always want to start with. So looking at this, I have a 0 and an 8. Do any of these numbers work to make this fraction smaller? So 2, remember it has to end in a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. I have a 0 and an 8. So let's start with 2. I'm going to divide the top and the bottom by 2. How many times does 2 go into 10? That is 5, and 18 divided by 2 is 9. Now I have 5/9, and there's not anything I can do to make 5/9 any smaller. So that is my final answer.